check out our new sponsor, the Health Blaze. All the information is in the description. Use the promo code above. Goodfellow Unboxing at 18% off of all their natural products from deodorant, pomade, toothpaste, and much, much more. And they have additional discounts on their website as well. That's thehealthblaze.com. Starting December 20th. That promo code is good for 18% off. We go. According to Mike Copperinger, shout out to him, Danny Garcia and Mikey Garcia is a done deal for the fall. A tentative date of August 30th or 31st has been the aim. Possibly Staples Center, I'm not exactly sure. He's doing articles for the Athletic, so our source tweet in the description. You can check it out. We back. Goodfellow Sports TV. Appreciate everybody for checking in. One time for the one time. Don't forget, you can make a donation or check out the Patreon. Both links in the description. But I actually think this is a fight that piques my interest. He didn't confirm, at least in the title, if it was a pay-per-view or not pay-per-view. But I heard it's going to pay-per-view. And, you know, I think it's actually a good fight. I don't like it as a pay-per-view, to be honest. And I don't know if it's going to be Fox or Showtime pay-per-view. But stylistic-wise, it's not a bad fight. You know, had this been the regular Showtime or Fox fight, and they can get Earl and Sean Porter, which I'll speak on in a minute, live. Had they can get both of them on regular Fox or Showtime, that would have been huge for boxing, man. Bringing marquee boxing back to regular network television, or even premium network television. Back in the day, fights like this, even better fights like this, but just kind of the overall, you know, name versus name, Puerto Rican, Mexican battle. We used to get these type of battles or better fights on regular HBO. You know what I'm saying? We didn't have to really pay for a lot of things on HBO. I mean, you got Devin and Timothy Bradley. You got Lamont Peterson and Showtime as well, too. Lamont Peterson, Amir Khan, you got there. You got a lot of good fights on the regular, on premium cable, regular network television, man. Matter of fact, remember, you got Santa Cruz 1 and Abner Mares, which was a solid fight. You got that on regular ESPN. You know, you got Keith Thurman and Luis Collazo on regular ESPN. But going back in the day, I mean, you got Bernard Hopkins, Winky Wright. That shit was on regular HBO. But, you know what? Now, you know, boxing and MMA are the only two sports where you pay for a fight that may or may not be the championship of the world, okay? In the NFL, you don't pay for the Super Bowl, okay? NBA championship, NBA finals, you don't pay for the finals. NCAA football, basketball, baseball, softball, you don't pay for the finals. NHL, shout out to the St. Louis Blues, you don't pay for the Lord Stanley Cup finals. You catch my drift? Tiger Woods, you going to individual sports, U.S. Open, the Open now, I used to call it the British Open. Okay, you don't pay for that type of stuff. All right, I keep going on and on and on in sports. Combat sports is the only sport that you pay to see one of many championship level fights. Only time you see the real ass kick, the real championship level fight of boxing and MMA in the hypothetical term. Well, not even the hypothetical term. In the terms is if you got the number 1 heavyweight versus number 2 best heavyweight. Plain and simple. That's just how it rocks out. Okay, because at the end of the day, you get a welterweight versus welterweight, and it may be pound for pound the best, but at the end of the day, a heavyweight can whoop everybody's ass. Can't nobody in the world beat a heavyweight. Maybe a cruiserweight, but the heavyweight is the baddest man on the planet. So everything else is second, third, fourth, fifth rate. But in this fight, it's very interesting to me to know, like, what Mikey Garcia has left. Well, how good of a welterweight Mikey Garcia? How good of a welterweight he is? Okay, Danny Garcia ain't Earl Spence, okay? He's not. Earl Spence is a by far more superior fighter than Danny Garcia. Sharper jab, more youthfulness, natural welterweight. Okay, Danny Garcia, he's grew into a welterweight, but quite frankly, that ain't his best weight. His best weight was 140 pounds. So now, even though he's a full-fledged welterweight right now, he doesn't even give you the super athletic ability of Earl Spence. You know, Earl Spence may not be super twitchy like a Mayweather, Pernell, a Shane Mosley, but he twitchy enough. He athletic enough. He faster than what people think. He's taller. He's a little longer than what people think. And he's a southpaw, which presented another big problem for Mikey Garcia. He's a real cagey southpaw with good power. Danny Garcia, a lot slower than Errol Spence. His footwork and closing the ring off ain't like Errol Spence. Okay, he can punch. He may be a bigger puncher with his left hook and counter right hand than Errol Spence. But you know what? Errol Spence is real consistent. So obviously this is, Errol Spence in the grand scheme of things is a tier 1 welterweight. You know what? Danny Garcia is seen as maybe the 5th, 6th best welterweight in the division. He's a tier 2 welterweight. Now, Mikey Garcia, what is Mikey Garcia in the grand scheme of this division? Okay, I don't know what do you call Mikey Garcia. He ain't even got a win in the division yet. But you know what? He's a really good fighter. He's still on my pound for pound list. But what does he bring to the table? In this fight, he's going to be able to use more lateral movement. He's going to have to fight like he did with Lipias and Slido. He's going to have to make Danny the aggressor, use the ring. And Danny Garcia is going to have to use his wide back, his wide body. He's going to use his jab and try to tee off on Mikey Garcia. Danny is a very, very strong fighter. And it's an interesting fight because I don't know what Mikey brings to the table. Okay, we know Mikey will mail it in and let Danny Garcia just well up on him and just, make it to the finish line. But the difference is Mikey Garcia is a seasoned vet. He's more experienced on how to get guys up out of there than Errol Spence. Errol Spence get you up out of there. What I mean is Danny Garcia is he's I won't say he's a better finisher than Errol Spence. I'm gonna say he's a more experienced guy than Errol Spence. Okay, he got a little bit more seasoning than Errol. He not gonna necessarily let Mikey survive the whole fight. Okay, like Errol did. Errol followed him around the ring. Danny not gonna have that respect for Mikey Garcia power. Mikey gonna have to establish that respect early on. And I think Danny Garcia is gonna be way more aggressive than usual, and it's gonna come down to how good can Mikey carry that weight at welterweight his second time around, how good his lateral movement is. If he got good movement and he able to go in and outside the side feinting and keep Danny Garcia off balance and be able to score, but he ain't. Niggas call him Mexican Floyd Mayweather. I mean, he gonna need to be that versus Danny. Danny Garcia, he just got out hustled by Sean Porter, and he had a questionable victory over Robert Guerrero. So and he got outdid by Keith Thurman. He ain't really a top welterweight. Okay. If you don't beat Danny Garcia in convincing fashion, if you Mikey Garcia, you just don't belong at welterweight. Period. This is a guy if you really think you good, this is a guy you supposed to beat. Okay, Danny Garcia is probably never going to be a world champion at welterweight. He can't beat Bud. He can't beat Earl. Okay, who else you got there? He didn't beat Sean. Don't think he can beat Sean either. I got that wrong. Okay, and he can't beat Keith Thurman. So Mikey Garcia said he wants to become 26, 30, 35, 40, a 5-weight division champion. You can't beat Danny Garcia convincingly. You can't just ease by fucking Danny Garcia like that movie. You can't just ease by him. Mikey Garcia needs a dominant performance, to get by Danny Garcia. And I'm going to say this, man, before I get off this horn real quick. If he able to get past Danny Garcia, look for him to fight the winner of Pacquiao, Keith Thurman. Okay, we'll talk about that later. And same for Danny Garcia. This fight, this winner of this fight is going to be for Pacquiao and Thurman winner. Watch what I tell you, bro. Watch what I tell you. Not Errol Spence. Obviously Mikey got beat down. This is gonna open up a Pacquiao Thurman winner, okay? And Mikey said he wanted to get another title. Showed us Danny Garcia, and then Danny Garcia want to close it out at 54, which is a laughable joke to me because I don't see him beat nobody. Lubin or Charlo or Tony Harrison or J Rock or Jared Hurd. I don't see that. But this fight is for Keith Thurman, Manny Pacquiao winner, and I said that when this fight was rumored to be made. All right. But hey, it's a really good fight, and if Mikey Garcia eases by Danny Garcia, he need to go back down. If Danny Garcia lose to Mikey Garcia, he need to hang it up. Just period. All right? If Danny Garcia get disposed of and get knocked out like Granados did, he might be ready to retire. He was talking that retirement issue already. Appreciate the love, support. Don't forget we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out to the email if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, or video request. Appreciate the love, support. Continue to share the videos. We'll be going live shortly. Don't forget to check out the Patreon. Want to make a donation? That link's in the description as well too. Other than that, Don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Hellblaze, thehellblaze.com. Promo code GoodFellowUnboxing. Get you 18% off the 100% all-natural products, soaps, lotions, foot soaks, bath bombs, deodorant, toothpaste, hair pomade, much, much more. Website, promo code, both in the description. Continue to share the videos. Much love to everybody out there. Goodfellow Sports TV, one time for the one time. Blessings. Y'all know the business as we go.